My ex stole my heirloom recipe book, so he could still eat my cooking. I left him with nothing but shame. Me and my ex broke up around 3 years ago now. We left on really good terms and both agreed the love had just fizzled and we'd stay friends. He found someone he loves and they're hoping to seal the deal soon. I've also found someone new and it feels just so natural and comfy I couldn't imagine anyone else. Ex invited myself and my partner along with a few other friends over for dinner. Since he met his fiancée, he has raved about how good of a cook she is, and myself being a bit of a whiz in the kitchen, I was excited to finally try. Cut to the night of the party. We're all sitting down about to dig into an amazing meal when a very familiar smell hits my nostrils. It smells like my grandmother's meatballs. Trying to think nothing of it, I enjoy my meal and offer to help. What's up? Fiancé insists that I don't need to, but of course I insist harder. So we head into the kitchen. There on the kitchen counter is my recipe book that had been lost for the last 3 years. I know what you're thinking. Why do I care so much about a book? This was a notebook my grandmother had worked on for my mother before she died, and then my mother had worked on for me while battling terminal cancer. It wasn't just a book, there were family recipes and memories in every fiber of every page. This is the one and only thing I had left of either of them. After a fire took the rest a year after my mom's passing. So, I casually ask, "Oh neat, is this your recipe book?" Fiancé replies, "Oh no, it's ex's grandmother's. He insisted I used a recipe from it tonight." I'm honestly speechless. I'm not the sort of person to blow up or make a scene. I hate any kind of conflict and would rather curl up in a ball in the corner. So I finish helping washing up and head back into the living room where the gathering had moved to. I just sit there dissociated from all conversations, trying to fight the tears, until ex says, "Hey, are you okay? Didn't you enjoy your meal?" At this point, all reason goes out the window, and I do something I've never do. I start shouting and crying all at the same time, to the point where the room is silent and I'm on the floor. My partner holding me, trying to calm me. Everyone's stunned and ex just sitting there in shock as it's only just dawned on him the gravity of what he's done. Once calmer, I was finally able to get the words out in a language everyone could understand. "That's my recipe book in your kitchen." My partner immediately looked pissed as he knew how long I'd been looking for that book and how many times I'd cried over it. My ex stood and said, "I didn't think you'd be this upset over a recipe book. Truth is, I liked your cooking so much and just took it." He was worried he was gonna miss my cooking. He knew what that book meant to me. His fiancée raced into the kitchen, oblivious to why this was such a big deal. Grabbed the book, went to my ex, and slapped his across the cheek. This comes and gives it to me saying, "I'm so sorry, I'm not really sure what's going on and I don't need to know. This is obviously something incredibly precious, and he had no right taking it from you." After that, we kinda just left. Some of my friends who were also there knew what the book meant, so as we were leaving, we could hear them ripping him a new one. Safe to say we are no longer friends. I'm not even sure his fiancée is still with him, LOL.